My favorite sponge right now is the... So what kind of tools go with what? This was what all makeup artists was using. I managed to fit 13 of the bottles that are this size. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I have decided I'm gonna be doing more YouTube beauty content because I miss it. I miss just chatting with you guys. I miss not having to just cut down my videos to fit 30 seconds or 1 minute because I'm a yapper. And I think some of you guys, even though there's not that many of you here, but some of you guys really miss me talking about beauty and getting nerdy with me. So today, I'm gonna do my makeup and show you guys some of my favorite tools that I use and I recommend. Let's get started, shall we? I've been using color correcting primers or like brightening primers. So these are the two. JungSaemMool's Skin Setting. This is the blue color one that helps to cancel out yellowness, and uemura's Block Booster. Both of them actually has SPF inside, which is great. But of course, you must already put your own sunscreen, okay? Because you're not going to be putting so much primer on to get the sun protection that you need. So usually for this, I like to use my fingers because it's basically just like sunscreen, and I'm doing a large area. Can you see how it really brightened and gave me that glow? Love. Look at the difference. Foundation. I really do have quite a few tools that I like to use to apply my foundation. The first one, which is the Picasso Spatula with a sponge. My favorite sponge right now is the Boon. Try it out. It's available on Shopee. You guys can only get it online, unfortunately, not even Olive Young, but they sell it on Shopee. I know it's very gross, but so good, okay? It's very dense. It doesn't eat up too much product. And I don't have my Daiso one with me, but if you are traveling to Korea anytime soon, ask someone to buy the Daiso dupe for the spatula for you because it's the same thing and it's like $2. I've got 3 foundation brushes that I like to use. The first one is the 13 Rushes Do It All brush. As you can tell, this is slanted. It's quite dense, but at the same time, relatively thin. So I like this because you can use this on any cream products. You can use it for a cream bronzer, cream blush, or use it as a full-on foundation brush. I like to use it mainly for cream blush as well as bronzer because I only have one and like it's the right size for this angle. Because typically I like to go in with your OG flat type of foundation brush. I find that these are really good for thinning out the foundation and making sure that you have an even coverage. This is Picasso FB17. This was what everyone was using, what all makeup artists was using before the spatula was invented, and I think it kind of does the same thing, except that this one allows you to put on more coverage and be a bit more precise. Like for example, if you really want to thin out your concealer as well, you can just go in with the tip, and you can see, right, even though it's thin, it actually has a gradient of brushes. It's not like one flat type, it actually has a gradient. So even when you're doing this, it is depositing layers of foundation at a slight angle. Can you see? I love the effects of this. I'm able to build up coverage very, very well with this, but at the same time still share it out. But if you're a beginner and you like the very, very natural type of makeup look, still go for the spatula one because this one you can't go wrong. It's like the thinnest consistency you can ever get on your foundation. Oh, and one thing, I also love that because it's flat, right? I'm able to just tap away the streaks on my face because sometimes when you use foundation brushes to apply foundation, you get streaks. But because it is nice and flat, just by doing this, I'm able to remove the streaks without needing a separate brush. And lastly, if I want to pack on coverage, especially if I'm using my very flawless Hourglass foundation or my Fenty foundations, this is the type of brush I will go for. Fenty Beauty's 145. It is huge, very dense. The bristles are slightly shorter. It also has a slight curve. This one allows you to stipple. It allows you to buff. But most importantly, this is great for building coverage if you want that very flawless look. Demonstrating with my Suya Serum Foundation. If you have a foundation that is very watery, like this Suya Serum Foundation from Uemura, then the spatula is a really, really good one to go in because you are able to glide. I found that this doesn't work as well on thicker, pastier foundations because it also gets clumpy when you don't get that glide. Picasso FB17 on this side, I'm just loading it up at the back of my hand. Make sure you work it into your brush like this, okay? Can you see the coverage? It's so much thicker, but as I'm gliding, it's still really even. Start to end, you get pretty much the same amount of deposit, and then from whatever that's left in the brush, just slowly change the direction. So I went this way and now I'm going like this way, downwards. Because your pores are growing in different directions. So it's good if you can alternate in different directions. Okay, you can see it's like slightly streaky, and when it's about to dry down, pat it. Or if you want, you can just use a sponge as well. This side is definitely a little bit more fuller coverage, a bit thicker here, but compared to this side, with the spatula, it's a lot lighter. And now time for the full coverage one. Just load it in the brush and then go in circular motion. Doesn't it look much more matte compared to the others? Or if you want, you can stipple it. I think coverage-wise, fullest, second, most natural. How cute is my new Executive Essentials bag? If y'all don't know, this is my own brand, that letter M. I started with making organic cotton sheets and then expanded into beauty supplies, like beauty bags like this, because I carry a lot of things with me and a lot of jewelry as well. Okay, I'm gonna insert pictures, but this is a new colorway. We have it previously in silver, and that is like our main color, but now we have decided to make one for the black girlies who like leather. It's not real leather, it's PU leather, it's vegan leather, but it's like pebbled design, it's softer, it's very kind of grungy, edgy at the same time. You can store a whole ton. In the middle compartment here, I managed to fit 13 of the bottles that are this size, like 30 ml, 40 ml bottles. If you are like excessive like me. Favorite concealer brush, JungSaemMool. This is the Corrector brush. You can see it is very interesting. It is thin and flat, but at the same time it tapers in this way. It's like a square brush. So I like it because it's able to pack a lot. It's dense, but at the same time, it has edges for you to smooth everything out. I can be very specific and just kind of use it to even carve out my nose contour. And now for powder tools, I have 3. First one is your felt-like sponge like this. This was just a free one from Huda Beauty, but I love that it's triangular. You can go in here. The purpose of this is to deposit a lot of powder in a baking form because you're really packing it in. There's almost no holes at all, so you're really just packing it in, which I'll use for baking later on. I've got 2 other powder brushes for you guys. The first one is the JungSaemMool. It already rubbed off. I cannot remember what this is, but I'll link it below. It is a dome shape, so it's quite tapered and tall, but at the same time, it's got a slight stiffness to it. Can you see? Like it bounces back really fast compared to this one. This is a huge kabuki one from Hourglass. You can see there's just so much more air inside compared to this. This is what I'm taking. Like I'm just taking a powder with this brush that is my most light one, and then I will pound it on. Like I am not gonna be rolling or dragging, I'm just pounding it on so that I can lightly set before it starts to crease or cake and mix with my oils. So this step kind of locks it in before we layer more stuff. And don't worry because you're using something really light. Can you see? I'm able to set it and still have my glow peek through. The texture, it's still tacky. That's what we are after at this step. When it comes to blushes, we've got so many different kinds. First one, we got the OG powder. We also got this type of creamy Play-Doh type, liquid, as well as your souffle type, okay, a moussey type. So what kind of tools go with what? For my liquid and my mousse type, I like these 2. First one is the Hourglass number 15. It's actually matching with the Unreal Liquid Blush. It's made to be used together. So it's tapered, it looks quite similar, but if you look at it, it's just so much less dense. And if you look at the bristles, there are some long and some short ones, and the longer ones are quite stiff, so it's meant to kind of disperse the product evenly, and the shorter ones inside are meant to set and stipple the product on for you. So let me show you how I like to use this, okay? This is quite tricky. So can you see how it literally doesn't eat up your product? I just put the tiniest amount. How you should spread it is like you stipple it on. It's just very, very natural and very gradient-like. So this is what I'm using on this side. The long stipples deposit color. The short stipples kind of help to diffuse it. If you own this blush, then you should get this brush to go with it, because this is the most pigmented application I've found for the Unreal blush. And it's like really diffused it. Didn't lift up my foundation at all, right? So actually, another way is to get these. Oh my god, my favorite ones. They're from Fillimilli. They're so cute, and it comes in a box like this. It comes in a box of 4. I got them from Olive Young. So this one actually comes with like a mini powder felt one, and I'm talking about this. This is like the slipper type. This one gives you a more precise application because you can really see. This one goes a much larger area, whereas for this, I'm able to concentrate it where I want. So most of the time I'm using this because it gives me more control. Which side do you actually like better? Oh my gosh, I actually think this side is nicer because this is actually potentially lift some product. If you like powder, then go for something like this. This is the JungSaemMool blush brush. I like this because it's much smaller than a lot of the other like blush brushes out there in the market. They're mostly like this size, so this one is really a lot more precise. Get rid of the excess, pack it on. Look how small this is. Favorite contour brush. I know I keep talking about JungSaemMool, but this is the best, okay? Because look how large this is. It is flat, it's thin, so you can even do your nose with this. You go like this, and it just gets the work done so fast. And if you pair it with a good contour powder, look at it. It's literally like it fits just nice, okay? I just dab it like that, and it's so diffused. It's super fast, so diffused. No harsh streaks at all. Contour it, not contour it. Let's do this, a cream one. I use a concealer brush for nose contour. Fits just perfectly here. Because I use cream contour products, a concealer brush is just nice. But of course, if you want to use powder, this works too. So precise. Eyeshadow brushes, I honestly feel like they're not that important to get branded ones because quite a lot of the ones that you find online are good enough, okay? So what you should be looking for would be the size and the shape of your brushes. The first one, you want something dome shaped like this to help to diffuse everything out. This one is the crease brush from Zoeva. It looks like this. And then we've got the Precision 220 from Fenty Beauty. I like to use it to smoke out my eyelids, apply my inner corners. This is my free brush from one of the palettes. Like, I'm using this as like my main color. I've got a Hera one. This is so old. Hera has long exited Singapore, so that's how old it is. Once again, Daiso Korea has this brand called Palette 17. $2 for one brush. It's actually really good. This is the nose contour brush, but you can also use it for eyeshadow. Quality is there, so just go ham at it. Okay, but I just gotta say, okay, I've got this brush that I think is largely different. It is the Sword from 13 Rushes. It's literally called the Sword because it's so sharp, it's so long and tapered. This is a typical angled brush, and this is the Sword. Can you see the difference? The Sword is so much thinner, longer, and you can get really, really precise lines. This is the Sword. Like, I'm really getting like a thin line here. And this is just my usual Fillimilli. Can you see the difference? Curler would be uemura, because this is OG. And if you have Asian eyes, like the curve is like not too 3D, this fits really well and you're able to get every single strand up like that. Highlighting brush. I know if you're using like a cream type like this, you don't really need any brush, but if you're using a powder one, like these types, bisque brush, this one is more for like an all over highlight. So if you're using your ambient lighting powder or like your shimmery setting powders, like this JungSaemMool Skin Nuder Packed, then the 13 Rushes whisk is perfect because it's literally just gonna give you a touch of air. I will show you later. But if you are going in with like a really full-blown one like this, then the Rare Beauty highlighter brush is perfect because it's so small that you are able to just doop, and it's so fluffy as well, so you don't really like pack a whole bunch, and you just go around your entire face. So I'm not worried about this being too matte because this is a nice light reflecting loose powder which is extra fine. See how it smoothen out everything? But we still have the glow. Let's bring the glow back. Just go overboard with it. I'm just doing half of my face so you guys can see. Compared to this, okay, this is also still really glowy, but between the two, this is more, slightly. Let's do our lips. This is Dior Rose Montaigne. Crave Beauty's Guava Blush. All right, what do we think? I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Let me know what other video content you guys want to see, whether it's family, vlogs, or topics that you wish for me to discuss. Friendship, relationship. Let me know. I'm here to chat.